is part two of our portion control cheat sheet video series. And in this video, I'm going to help you guys have a strategy for not just enjoying your holiday meals and getting to partake in the amazing panorama of incredible foods that are possible. Some of our holiday favorites, not just enjoying those, but doing it in a way that leaves you feeling guilt-free, that leaves you feeling energized and satisfied and enjoying your foods, but without any of the negative consequences, without the energy crash, without all the bad stuff, and walking away from the meal feeling like hell, unable to stay awake. Part two of our tips, strategies, tactics series is right here. Tune in and take notes.
Welcome to the CrossFit Edwardsville Community Podcast, where we hear and learn from our coaches, CrossFitters, and Glen Ed community leaders. Now, here are your hosts, Dallas and Greg.
What is up, guys? I'm Coach G. I'm one of the coaching team here at CrossFit Edwardsville. And in the last episode of this video series, I shared with you my first wave of tips, tactics, and strategies that you can use to enjoy your holiday meals, but in a way that doesn't give you all the negative after effects that we're all so well acquainted with. So in this episode, I'm going to share not just one, not just two, not just three, but 4 additional strategies that you can use in the holidays this year. Easy, super practical, super implementable strategies that you can use to tactically approach the holiday foods. So you get all the good stuff and then none of the negative stuff. Let's get right after it. Point number 1, larger dish, larger portion. When you're given a larger plate or dish, studies show you will consume more food. Not only will using smaller utensils help you eat more slowly, allowing you to feel full when you're actually full, but using smaller plates will also mean you'll eat less overall. It's super important that I make this point. I've said it 100 times and I'll say it again. The foods that you eat, what you eat, definitely matters quite a bit more than how much you eat, but in the interest of successfully winning the portion strategy game here, this strategy is like second to none. Again, the larger your dish, the larger your portion will be. A smaller dish and smaller utensils is a quick kitchen hack for keeping your portion sizes under control. Let's go to point number 2. Kill the leftovers. One more thing to add to your shopping list is get toss away Tupperware. You don't want to let your guests leave you with half full platters of food. After dinner, load up containers for your friends and family to take as they leave. I'm speaking to you if you're the host of the get-together, the gathering this holiday season. Now, feel free to keep some of the healthy stuff for yourself, but be sure to send out all the less than healthy leftovers with the guests as a going away gift. It's your gift to them, and it helps you to not have the post-gathering meltdown that can create so many problems for us, those secret kitchen trips that add all the extra pounds to our midlines, our stomachs, the sides, the hips, the belly. We can do better this holiday season. Nix the leftovers, send them away with your guests. Number 3, plan ahead for your travel. Now, we're all probably going to be traveling somewhere for the holidays to see family. Planning ahead and packing healthy snacks keeps you from having to resort to fast and typically unhealthy foods that don't even fill you up. They leave you feeling stuffed and unsatisfied and still hungry for more. So here's a list, not exhaustive, a list of some shelf-stable options for having a healthy holiday travel experience. Here are some things. This might be a grocery list for you to shop for, in addition to the toss away Tupperware I mentioned a moment ago. So, jerky, chicken jerky, turkey jerky, beef jerky, protein bars, apples, oranges, and bananas. Nuts, all kinds, almonds, cashews, pecans, macadamias, cashews, if I didn't say that already. DIY trail mix. Asterisk, most store-bought trail mixes are sugar bombs and should be avoided. Hard-boiled eggs. Depending on what diet or what nutrition approach you're following, Greek yogurt could be a good option. Carrots and hummus. Bell peppers, guacamole, turkey, maybe, again, depending on what kind of dietary fare, what kind of nutrition plan you're following, cheese roll-ups might be another option. But bringing these with you can give you a quick, easy, super effective way of addressing a hunger pang, a hunger craving, without having to resort to just what is put in front of you. Give yourself options when you travel. And all these things that I'm talking about, generally speaking, most of them travel very light, inconspicuously. You can put a bunch of this stuff in your purse, your backpack, your go bag. You can store it in your car, a small lunchbox or lunch pail brought with you to the event. You can even leave it in your car and just have it there as a backup so that if you get a hunger pang, you can go and you can squash it down without going terribly off plan. So that's point number 3, some holiday travel planning. And point number 4, maybe the most important point of all. You have permission. You have the right. You have the full authority to say no politely to something if it is not in your best interests. Now, refusing food does require etiquette. The key is being kind and respectful to a host who's worked hard to prepare a meal for you. And all of us have those family members whose love language is giving gifts, and they like to make food for you. It's a sign of love. This can make it super tricky to say no, but you still have the right and the privilege to say no to anything offered to you. Now, when you're passing on a food item, you want to be kind and considerate to them without hurting their feelings. So even if you aren't a fan of the food in front of you, put your relationship with the host first. Steer clear of harsh, discourteous wording. Don't say stuff like, I didn't like it, it wasn't for me. Use phrases like, no thank you for now, maybe later. Or, oh, man, I feel so full right now, but thank you anyway. And don't hesitate when offering your refusal. It's okay to say no. You do not have to accept all the food put in front of you. The people who truly love you should understand. And I hope this was valuable for you. Hopefully you got some practical tips that you can put into action this holiday season. And if you have, tell us in the comments below. Let us know which of these strategies you're going to put into action, or if you have an additional strategy that I didn't cover in this 2-part video series. I'd love to hear from you guys with your ideas. So post them to the comments below, or if you have questions, post those to the comments below. I learned as much from you guys, hopefully, as you guys are learning from this podcast. So for now, thank you for the gift of your time and your attention. Thanks for joining us in this episode, and we will see you in the next one.